Hey guys, this is Isaac and Bjorn, bringing you Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction Speedrun Segment 11, the final segment. Fastoon, Visit Number 2, and Tachyon.
Our most favorite character, with our most favorite laugh.
Oh, Tachyon.
Yeah. By far the most difficult segment to record.
Yeah,
I think.
Tachyon is an interesting boss, in the sense that, I mean, obviously all of his attacks one-shot you. That's, a given at this point. That's not a problem. The problem is that in his second phase, his I'm on an asteroid in an alternate dimension phase, he has this wonderful attack that's like a laser, and he also is launching missiles. And the problem is the missiles are random. So if you bump into one, you die. And that's just, random. But that's fine. Randomness you can just manipulate out by having a billion different attempts at the segment. But the laser is non-random. It chases you, and it's faster than you are. So the only option to survive the laser, which is a one-hit kill, is to back away from him.
And by the way, everyone, we just used the Razor Claws. You need 4 claws to get up the bridge, get up high enough at least to a point where you can glide down. There is a wall there, so don't think we just Razor Clawed up that and then glided over because we felt like it.
Yeah, that force field that you actually can't see just doesn't load until you get to that point. It is still solid at this point. And, we just skipped the whole planet with Razor Claws, and not much to comment on. I think this is the fastest path through. We found several, but this is by far the fastest one.
And we have the Robo Wings on because we're just that awesome.
Yeah, just because the Robo Wings are pretty ballin'.
And right below us is Tachyon.
Yeah, is his second stage area. Not in an alternate dimension. But anyway, so the Tachyon fight, what we're getting at is that the Tachyon fight is pretty much impossible. I'm pretty sure that you could TAS it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not humanly possible. But the problem is that in order to have less than a % of chance to dodge both the lasers and the missile, you have to back away from him pretty significantly. You have to get outside the Pyroblaster's range. And that's not okay, because as long as you're outside the range, you're not doing damage. So there is a way to get around this, and that is how we completed this segment in under 5 minutes. And it's what you see right now.
Repeated suicide, because every time you kill yourself, he gets less and less health.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most of you know, if you die on the boss a few times, it gets easier. That the game just staggers the health away to a certain point, so that you actually have a chance of beating it if you are just a terrible player. And it's
or severely underleveled, like we are.
Yeah. It's actually a much steeper drop-off rate than you'd expect. Like, we kill ourselves for, 40 seconds, something in that range, and Tachyon's health is cut down to maybe 5/8 of what he has at the very beginning.
Something like that.
So it seems, it seems fairly significant, but it's actually much more significant than that, because we found a way to use Groovatrons to manipulate his second form's attacks. So we can make him do 2 cycles of the non-laser attack in a row. Usually he changes between the lasers and the spiders and the actual death missile laser attack. And we can dodge the spiders and his little rocks just fine. So we manipulate that pattern twice, and we kill him fast enough that the laser doesn't have a chance to kill us. So it's not... it would have been, and actually here we're fighting him. There's not really much chance of dying in this beginning section. The spiders you can literally just jump on, and there's no chance of them blowing up in time to hurt you. And the other advantage to reducing his health this much, obviously, is that he has less health. He dies faster. The actual Tachyon fight takes a minuscule amount of time.
You can see his health is just already dropped almost halfway.
Yeah.
And then the rocks are so easy to juke out. They only aim at you where you were when you started. So, and they do aim ahead of you, so if you're moving in one direction, you can just change directions and you win.
Yeah, he's super easy to juke. And then here you see throw a Groovatron. We're not actually damaging him right now. That's important to know. Like here, he's in one of his stages where he's saying something, so you can't actually hurt him. But the important thing is that when he leaves this stage, he's shooting spiders, not missiles. Missiles kill us, spiders don't. So by manipulating him into this second phase, we actually have a decent chance of killing him. Because then in a second here, I think he launches into his head laser anyway. Yeah, see, head laser, for no reason. But then he's dead.
So that was the entirety of the final segment.
Yeah.
All the planets after the Razor Claws are just this stupid. It's a Razor Claw and then boss fight if there is one. But here it is. We have completed the run, and we're watching the final cutscene, guys. This should be sub 2 hours. The exact time will be posted in the comment or description for this segment.
Tachyon just got owned. He's
Definitely.
by the broken Dimensionator. Have you watched any of the cutscenes recently enough to actually know what's going on? I think
certainly haven't.
no, I don't. I haven't. They're
Dimensionator, find home.
the Dimensionator is like, I think it took him here. I think it's like a magical device of some sort that lets you change your location in.
I think Ratchet
Space.
was looking for it so he could find the Lombaxes and get back to his family or whatever.
Yeah, and then he
Tachyon was looking for it to kill more Lombaxes or something.
Because then he
like that.
realized that the only other Lombax that he could ever find would be Azimuth, who was A, way more badass than him, and B, dirty rotten traitor.
We are home, Ratchet.
Spoiler.
No one cares. And after that, it's this
Really
yeah,
terrible, cheesy cutscene
our
with a horrible ending to the game, in my opinion.
yeah. This was totally lame. It's like, congratulations, you beat the final boss. By the way, you still lose. You saucy winch.
But yeah.
Quark is getting some.
So, this is not the end of our fun with Tools of Destruction, though. We have loads of interesting, really odd skips, climbs, and things like that that we decided not to factor into the run. And we actually have, I know at least one, maybe a few more skips that are actually faster, but we decided not to include them in order to get some Raritanium or gain some experience or something like that.
Yeah, it's a skip that covers the actual ground quicker, but in the long run is slower.
So, but future speedrunners may want to know about them, and they're just cool anyway. So, be expecting some more videos on Tools of Destruction.
Yeah, and our final thoughts on this speed run, on each planet, on the glitches we found, on weapon selection, which may be interesting to you if you've taken the time to watch this run, or if you're planning on making your own run, will be uploaded in a separate video. So you can watch that, and it'll have some interesting glitches that almost worked playing along with it.
And
then
if you can figure out how to complete some of the glitches that we can almost get to completion, there's one specifically on Kabalia that almost allows you to skip the entire wilderness.
That
Although
one-
you lose some bolts and things like
Yeah,
that,
that
they
one-
can certainly
that
be
one
made up
irks me.
much faster.
Yeah,
So
and
feel
then-
free to watch, take a look at them, see if you guys can figure anything out.
everyone watch closely. Ratchet is about to get denied. And then, yeah, Clank just gets all high, and then Ratchet's like, no.
Slap.
No.
Denied.
Bitch slapped. And then Clank is...
Obviously high. I don't know
dear
what
God.
he's been smoking.
Yeah. I love how pathetic Ratchet's attempt to save him are. It's like, should I pull out a weapon of some sort? Nah, I'm just gonna stand here.
I'll look menacingly and say, "Hey, stop your evil, ne'er-do-wells,"
And then they all just
and
kind
then
of
leap
stand
into
here.
a menacing energy field.
Why don't they just use the Dimensionator to go to the Zoni dimension and save him?
Because they travel through time, and this is poorly written by underpaid writers. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, the Crack in Time story was really good. I really liked those cutscenes.
And the storyline was decent, but
Yeah. Ratchet games aren't about storyline.
we're bitter about the ending. At least I am.
I wish that there was actually like a win. I wish you won something. You don't win anything. It's like Ratchet doesn't get to reunite with the Lombaxes, Clank gets stolen away, and Tachyon, you don't actually get to see him get decapitated or anything. I just
So
wanted
there's
to... That's
there's
all
no
I wanted.
sense of triumph or victory. And
Bye,
this is the
guys.
end. Bye.